YouTube, today we are going on a mission, and that mission is to get Water Bubble Kyogre set up. Last time the Bronzong shined really well on the team, but we didn't get to use the Water Bubble Entrainment on the Araquanid for the big Kyogre damage. Let's see if we can do it in this episode though. But if you did enjoy the episodes, make sure you leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out in a big way, and you can always check out the team down below in the description for the placement of the team, and try out the rental code. You have 2 weeks to grab it, but otherwise let's get started and play some games. All right, Solgaleo plus the what's it called, the Spectrier. After all the Calyrex things, I've forgotten that was a Pokemon. Okay, so I want to go here. Grimstall's annoying getting screens up. I definitely want Water Bubble Kyogre in this game, because if I can get Water Bubble Kyogre, oh man, is it a threat here. So I am gonna go Porygon2 here with Incineroar, I think, for the most part. I think the question is, does the Spectrier have Taunt? I don't think they run taunts. They run Bodo Shadow Ball. Maybe it does run taunt. I actually don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, it's taunt. I can't really play around it, I think. So we're just gonna go with this and see how it goes right here, because I don't know what else I would really lead. I want Incineroar lead in case Grim leads, because Grim with Fake Out is like the only way that Trick Room's really threatened here. So let's find out here, because I think taunt just screws me over. I think I could live in a Solgaleo attack with the Porygon2, because I'm pretty bulky on the Porygon2 set. Let's see how this is gonna go though. Oh boy, Solgaleo luckily doesn't run Wide Guard usually in the format. They can start quaking up though immediately, which would be pretty frustrating. We're gonna see the Spectre Solgaleo lead, yeah, as expected. Okay, so I am gonna lead Porygon2 plus Incineroar here. I don't know if they have taunt. They can go for taunt. That'd be pretty scary here. I could theoretically double up the Solgaleo with Foul Play plus a Flare Blitz. Which wouldn't be that bad of an option, but yeah, let's go for a Trick Room no attempt and a Flare Blitz into the Spectrier. I think I do need to break the Sash on Spectrier too, so I might as well. The awkward part about bringing this kind of mode is that usually my Dynamax mod, maybe I should go Mystic Water Kyogre on the team instead of Specs, because even though I really think the Specs damage is really funny, the only problem with going to Specs mode is my Dynamax mons are pretty strange, or my Dynamax position, because usually I would either Dynamax Bronzong if I bring Bronzong, but since I don't bring Bronzong, it could be Incineroar here. I guess I got Dynamax Incineroar, which wouldn't have been that bad realistically if I lived a Quake. I just don't know if I lived a Quake from the Solgaleo. We are going to see the Dynamax come out from the Solgaleo though, so we'll find out what's going to come out here. I'm thinking Bulldoze in the Quake and Incineroar turn 1. That's like my #1 guess. I could have went a Araquanid. I just felt like it wasn't worth it. We'll find out here though. It is the Bulldoze coming out. Okay, gonna activate that policy on the Solgaleo. This should be Quake into the Incineroar. If it's not, that's pretty good for me. Crits my Incineroar shouldn't matter at all. Maybe it would have mattered on P2 if they crit me. The little bit of damage is the difference. Okay, they Steel Spike. That's great for me, actually. Okay. Yeah, I survived with P2. Okay, that's fantastic. And I don't need P2 alive. I just need it to do stuff. Okay, this is really good. Now my plan is just to sack Pokemon to bring Kyogre next to Araquanid. So that's pretty solid here. So Flare Blitz is going to come out into the Spectrier. Good damage overall. Okay. And get Trick Room up. Now, I have Foul Play. I'm going to do a lot to Solgaleo. I don't know if I pick up the knockout with a double up here, but I might as well attempt it, right? I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't attempt it. So I'm going to Foul Play, because I want to try to get free switches anyway into Kyogre. So I might as well. Spectre could switch out. I might as well just double up Solgaleo, since it's probably going to go on the offense against my passive stuff. They might go Feeny for the Spectrier and Quake, which I could definitely see. Yeah, we're going to see the Spectrier switch out into the Feeny. Yeah, it's the Feeny. Okay, so they're setting up Feeny. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, how much damage am I doing overall though to their team? With Flare Blitz plus Foul Play here is a specific combination that is going to help me here. We are going to get a Foul Play off into the Solgaleo. Not bad damage, not amazing damage though. Here comes Flare Blitz into the Solgaleo as well. Good damage. Can't get a burn because of the Misty Terrain. And who are you KOing here? Quake into Incineroar, I think. Oh, and a P2. Okay. Good fan and swap. Good thing I didn't swap. Okay. So we'll bring out the Specs Kyogre. And we're just going to go for a big Water Spout here. We do have the Specs Water Spout on deck. It's going to do a ton of damage to my opponent's team. And we're going to U-turn out with Incineroar hard into our... we're going to go hard into our Araquanid. I feel like Water Spout should definitely KO the Solgaleo at that range specifically. I could be wrong, but it depends on the Solgaleo investment as well. I just feel like a full power Water Spout with Specs from Max Special Attack Kyogre should KO. So I'm worried about if they protect the Solgaleo and do something with Feeny. Okay, U-turn going to come out here into the Feeny slot. Okay, that's fine. And we go Araquanid here. Okay. So we bring out the Araquanid. We're going to go for the Water Spouts into their team. Yeah, we obliterate the Solgaleo. Nice. And now we got the Water Bubble in. Let's see what Feeny does here. Because it can only really like Madness. Calm Mind. Okay, we're blowing this Feeny out of the park. We're going to blow this Feeny out of the park. We still have Dynamax on deck too, which is really fantastic. Okay, we're going to get the Water Bubble strategy off, it looks like. Really solid here. We got the damage on Solgaleo, exactly what we wanted. We were able to get it into position now. We didn't KO the Dynamax with it, but we are about to see a +1 Feeny and Zapdos get blown up here, assuming they don't forfeit. So, yeah, here comes a Water Spout. Here comes an Entrainment into the Kyogre slot. If you're wondering why I have Infestation, it's to trap the Sun users, potentially. Or is that they can't swap into the Sun user? All right, let's see here. Come on. Come on. This is what I built up the entire thing for. Build up for this one moment here. The Water Bubble Water Spout. Please let me get this attack off. Oh boy, let's see here. We get the Entrainment off. Okay, into Kyogre. Big Water Bubble. And this is the show. Goodbye. Oh, even if my opponent still had Dynamax, I don't think a Dynamax would save them. Maybe the Feeny could survive barely. But the Zapdos was not surviving that. That is the show. Do I reveal the Infestation? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a Water Spout though. Actually, I could just Dynamax the Kyogre, but no, I'm just gonna click Water Spout and I'm gonna click yes, I click Infestation. Might as well. I mean, it's not really like I'm showing anything off. That's all I needed. All I needed was that one game. That Water Spout threatening the double KO. And yeah, luckily they didn't sub to Quake immediately. If they subbed to Quake immediately, it would have been a lot more difficult, I think, to get the actual sweep off. But I think I would have been able to be in a position where I could get the Water Bubble sweep faster, potentially. But depends, because I'd have to play guessing games depending on do they target the Kyogre or the Rock or P2, or what do I have? What do I send in after Incineroar faints? Did they Quake turn 1? So yeah, luckily did have the threat. Also, they didn't Steel Spike. I guess the Foul Play was doing a lot more damage. So I guess there's also that factor as well that you have to include. So yeah, just getting into position with Part Trick Room, getting Kyogre in. Oh, this was so satisfying. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels. My second YouTube channel has highlights from my Twitch streams where I do a lot of VGC and including some other stuff, including my hardcore Nuzlocke attempt of Emerald Kaizo, one of the hardest Pokemon games in existence. You can go check out my Eclipse channel where you can relive hype moments from either the YouTube videos or the Twitch streams, where there are some crazy stuff that happens there. And of course, make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel where I do live stream, answer VGC questions, and a bunch of other stuff. So make sure you go check it out. All links available in the description down below. All right, we have a Kyogre team of Regieleki, Metagross, Moltres, the Kyogre, Araquanid, and Whimsicott. I actually really like the idea of getting Water Bubble Kyogre. I think it's very solid here because I could probably just get a Trick Room. I think I'm guaranteed Trick Room, actually. Well, not guaranteed. There's two ways I could probably get prevented from getting Trick Room up, which is Flinches and Taunt from Whimsicott. Mainly it's just going to be Flinches, whether it's a lead. So I'm going to lead Incineroar, Porygon, have the Kyogre in the back, and we are going to go Araquanid. And yeah, we're just going to go for the Water Bubble stuff. I mean, I literally blow up this entire team with Water Bubble Kyogre, assuming I get the attacks off. So that is the current plan. Let's see how it's going to go. I wonder what they're going to lead here. I could see Landorus lead. because Landorus is actually a Pokemon that might lead here just because of the fact that I have a Tapu Koko, which is actually kind of scary for them. My Tapu Koko would theoretically be scary for them, so I'm kind of curious on what they'll lead here. It's going to be Whimsicott Kyogre. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. As I bring out the Porygon2 and Incineroar, I'm clicking Fake Out in the Whimsicott and I'm setting up Trick Room. There really is not much else to say here. Oh, there could be Helping Hand Water Spout, I guess. Oh, why is it these kinds of mind games? Why is it these kinds of mind games? Oh, I might live Water Spout. I'm not too sure. I hate this Dynamax. I hate Dynamax. I'm just going to chicken and click Fake Out. Am I going to Whimsicott or am I going to Kyogre? Depends on the item on Kyogre. You know, I'm just clicking Fake Out. God, if they have Helping Hand, they go for it. They don't, thankfully. Okay. I hate the turn one. I really do. Okay, Water Spout going to come out perfectly fine. All right. Big damage to my entire team. That is okay. And next turn, what do I want to go for? I probably just want to get Kyogre in, switch out to a Araquanid. Yeah, that's probably my play here. Get the big Water Spout immediately that I have right available. And then prevent an Encore from Whimsicott. If it is Encore, I feel like they probably won't run Encore in this format, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right? And we'll go for the big Water Spout. Do a lot of damage right here. I wanted the Kyogre maxes here if it goes for Thunder. That could be a little bit concerning, but let us see. I am going to try to get the Water Bubble strategy off. I don't know if Dynamax my Kyogre. I don't have to Dynamax my Kyogre, I think, at all. At least in this specific moment. So we'll bring out the Araquanid here. And Water Spout's going to do a lot anyway. We get to power their Water Spout. And nice, they let me get the Water Spout off. Perfect. Oh my lord, that damage into Kyogre was actually just insane immediately. Okay. Probably just a frail Kyogre then, but that's still kind of crazy. Hey, just 5 on Origin Pulse. Oh, that's so good for me, actually. Okay, how much are you doing? Not much, I assume. Yeah, Kyogre takes that pretty well, and we're going to get the Water Bubble Entrainment off. Okay, that's really solid for me, especially since I haven't taken any big damage that I can't recover from immediately. We're seeing Moltres come out. Okay. Can Moltres live the Water Bubble stuff? Not right now. It's not right now. We got to go for the Entrainment here and Water Spout. Unfortunately, with Dynamax, it doesn't actually work where you can't Entrainment a Dynamax Pokemon like you can Skill Swap a Dynamax Pokemon, which I think is pretty dumb, but you know what? I don't know. Moltres is Dynamax here. I have no idea what item they run. If it's Assault Vest, it probably is. I don't think it Revenge KOs Kyogre though, actually. That's the thing. So we'll find out here. Moltres is going to come out in Dynamax. Let us see what's going to happen here, as we are going to be able to get this Entrainment off into Kyogre. They protect their Kyogre, makes sense. Can we just blow away the Moltres? I would just love to blow away the Moltres right now with this Entrainment Water Spout. So please, let me get this Entrainment off. And let me get the big KO on the Moltres. Let me just get the Water Bubble KO right here. Come on, Kyogre. Your choice specs, you're in the rain. Yes, you're not full power, but this is insane amount of damage right here. And the crit on top. It depends on the item, I think. I don't think Moltres without Assault Vest lives that. It just gotta love the big damage though. I won't even have to Dynamax in this game. I don't have to Dynamax in this game. Here's the thing about Moltres. It can't KO my Kyogre without a crit. So unless it's maybe Life Orb, but if it's Life Orb, then it probably just 100% went down, I think, to the Water Spout, because it's just way too many multipliers, I think, for it to live. So yeah, now they have to hope for like multiple protects, and even if they get it, I just don't see them really coming back in this game. We get the Infestation off an Elekey just to break a little sash if it is that sash Elekey, and here goes a Water Spout with the Water Bubble. Just yeah, it would have KO'd naturally, but you know what, even more damage on top. Oh yeah, just thankfully it wasn't Helping Hand the Whimsicott, or they didn't go for it immediately, which I'm not sure if they do have Helping Hand on that team. If they did, I bet Porygon would have went down, but I basically just had to make a raid depending on what kind of Whimsicott set it is. And I feel like Taunt is actually more common now because of the fact that there are quite a few Tailwind Mons in the format currently. So I'm not too sure what they run. Luckily, I think I just got the first turn luckily right, and then afterward just set up for the Kyogre as I wanted. And yeah, Water Bubble Kyogre just absolutely goes insane in that. All right. Oh, I think I've seen this team. I feel like I've seen this team. Didn't Aaron feature this one? Zacian, Rotom Wash, Ditto, Umbreon, Landorus, and Thundurus. This team's actually really awkward for me. And the reason why I say it's awkward for me is, A, is it Defiant on Thundurus? I actually don't know if it's Defiant Thundurus or not. Isn't the Rotom like Ally Switch Nasty Plot? I don't know. I've only seen like a few things about this team, I think. Umbreon is what's awkward, and Ditto's what's awkward. Ditto, if it's not like a Choice Scarf, it kind of can Revenge Sweep me. So this is going to be questionable, but yeah, we're going to go Porygon2 plus Incin. We're going to get the Trick 'em Up if we can. Have the Araquanid and Kyogre in the back. And we'll see how it goes. Because Bronzong not really going to be able to do that much work here. Especially against Eerie Impulse stuff. Plus, the Rotom's actually kind of a threat here. Yeah, it's kind of a hard team to actually like fight against. I don't exactly have the best answers here. So let's just see how this is going to match up right here. The priority, I guess, is to try to get rid of Thundurus, or at least chip it right away for the Water Spout if I have to go -2, which I will 100% probably have to. And then we'll see. A Rotom's going to be annoying. Nasty Plot plus the Ally Switch, which I'm not sure how much Ally Switch is going to screw me over. It can potentially. It definitely can. I don't know if there's Taunt on Thundurus though, or if it's Defiant. Like, I'm leading my Incineroar here just to fake out a Taunt Thundurus, because I don't know if it's Taunt or Defiant. So that's unfortunately a mind game I have to play here. I could have let Thundurus with the Reflect, but again, if they have Taunt, I need to prevent it. So we're gonna see Rotom Wash and the Umbreon. Okay, that's fine. Don't really mind that too much, as I will lead my Incineroar and Porygon too. Okay, that's not too bad. I could get a U-turn off into the Umbreon slot, and I think I could just go for a Trick Room, and then next turn I could Eerie Impulse, or I could just Snarl right off the bat. I don't even have to get Trick Room up immediately. Like, I'm not that worried about the Umbreon right away. So you know what? I'm gonna Eerie Impulse, and I'm just gonna go for a Snarl. Yeah, I'm gonna negate the Rotom's damage output. I'm just gonna fake out, and I'm gonna Eerie Impulse, because if I remember right, the Rotom doesn't have Protect. It's forced to go for like, well, it can't Protect. It just stays in. I get an Eerie Impulse off. I don't want to waste my Trick Room turns that are precious right here. So I'll just lower this Rotom's damage output right off, and then I'll try to get Trick Room up, since these Pokemon really don't threaten any damage against mine. So Fake Out going to come out into the Rotom as Flinch here. Yawn going to come out into the Porygon. Okay, that's fine. I really don't mind that too much. I guess if Umbreon's going to spam Yawn, it is going to be a little bit concerning. We will get the Eerie Impulse off into the Rotom. And this upcoming turn, I do want to switch out because of Yawn. Maybe just go Araquanid here and Snarl, or U-turn. Probably U-turn out. U-turn the Umbreon. I don't know if it's leftovers Umbreons. Maybe I should U-turn the Rotom. Every bit of damage for the Water Spout does make a lot of sense to me. But I just don't see a reason not to U-turn back into Porygon2. Yeah, I just don't see a reason not to U-turn out into Porygon2. We're going to see the Rotom retreat, which is really nice here, actually. Into the Thundurus. Okay. So they brought really passive Pokemon. So Zacian's probably in the back. I still don't know what kind of Thundurus set this is, though, so I do got to keep that in mind. We do bring out the Araquanid here. And you turn out the Umbreon. Good damage on the Umbreon, actually. Really good damage. Okay. That chip is really important for, like, Water Spout pressure later on. Bring out the Porygon. And what kind of Thundurus this is? That's what's killing me. I don't know what kind of Thundurus set this is. Bring out the Porygon as download. It doesn't matter. I should have put Analytic on this team. Snarl going to come out into both Pokemon here. That is fine. Okay. Yeah, because Snarl doesn't change much. I don't even have special attacks anyway. Actually, Infestation is a special move, right? It is, yeah. I do want Araquanid around. I mean, it is important. I'm going to go Incineroar right here, I guess, and I'm just going to Foul Play. Just going to pray that it is not Defiant Thundurus. I think it is support here. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Maybe I should just attempt to Trick Room, but I think this is Taunt Thundurus if my memory serves me right. If it isn't, well, I kind of screwed myself up, didn't I? So Intimidate into the Thundurus. Just show me if it's Defiant or not. I don't think it's Defiant. Yeah, it's not. Okay, support. Helping Hand going to come out from the Umbreon. Interesting. So this is T-Bolt, I guess, into the Araquanid. Nice. Okay, perfect. Don't mind that at all. Incineroar able to take that really well. I'm glad. And Foul Play going to come out. Just a bit of chip into the Thundurus is really important here. So yeah, I like that position here. I can go for a Snarl right out the bat. Or do I want to U-turn out? I could U-turn out here. Yeah, I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't U-turn out the Umbreon slot now, and I think get a Trick Room off. Yeah, because I could probably set up for the Kyogre setup now if the Thundurus doesn't want to taunt. Yeah, I think this is perfectly fine. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Yawn doesn't really change too much because I feel like when they're switching out, unless they yawn the Incineroar slot, which I really doubt, I can see them going back into Rotom, which I think is the most likely play here for the Thunderous, especially if it doesn't have Taunt. If it has Taunt, probably goes for Taunt, which I think is okay for me. I think I can play around that. But yeah, I think they kind of realized that I'm not really doing much right here. We are going to see the Umbreon retreat, actually. Okay. Into Rotom. Okay, that's fine by me. So that's U-turn damage into Rotom, which is always really nice. It's a Taunt. No, it's just T-Boat. Okay, perfectly fine by me. Yeah, into Incineroar. I don't mind that. Because I am able to get a U-turn off into the Rotom. Okay. Now, I do have some concerns here. I am going to go Kyogre here, of course. It is my best play here to get Kyogre in for damage output. Now, the question is, what does Thunderous have? I'm worried about Scary Face. I feel like it's probably not Scary Face. I think it's Thunder Wave. So I'm worried if they Scary Face, Scary Face to Rotom for Max Lightning, but I don't think I can really play around that anyway. So I think I'm just going to fire off the Water Spout, and I'm going to go for the Eerie Impulse in the Rotom. Because if Thunderous does an Eerie Impulse, it just goes down, right? Unless it Dynamaxes, I guess. But I'd expect, if anything, the Dynamax is going to be the Rotom. Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be the Rotom. So it shouldn't be doing too much. I'd be able to get a Araquanid in maybe the next turn. Let's see. They do go for the Eerie Impulse. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Don't mind if the Kyogre, because here's the thing, even with -2 with the Specs and Rain, we're still doing a lot of damage. We might still be able to knock out Thunderous, and then I could just switch out my Kyogre. So this is perfectly fine, and the Rotom's not going to do that much damage because of the fact it's -2. As you can see, look at that damage. That's a beautiful damage on both of those Pokemon. Is it a Baryon Rotom? It is a Baryon Rotom. Okay, so is this Thunderbolt, or is this going to be something else? This could be Nasty Plot. That's fine. They do just go throw off a Thunderbolt into the Kyogre. And as you can see, very little damage. Yeah. So I'm just going to go for another Water Spout because I just don't see a reason not to. And I'm going to Eerie Impulse to Rotom, so it just keeps doing little damage. And I don't think Foul Play Water Spout would KO the Rotom, which is why I'm okay with this position. So this is looking pretty good. Once I get rid of Thunderous, I can switch out Kyogre. And I probably can set up another Trick Room. Like, they don't really have the best ways of stopping me from getting Trick Room up again. They haven't damaged my Porygon at all. So they would have to like yawn on the last turn to Trick Room my Porygon, which I think is fine. I think I play around that, especially with the Rotom Wash not doing so hot right here. Let's see what they're going to do, because they're going to be stuck with a -4 Rotom at this rate. And they're going to switch out, okay, into Umbreon, which makes sense. So Umbreon's going to take this Water Spout damage. It's not going to appreciate that. Oh, double swab. That's kind of interesting. Zacian's not going to appreciate this. Like, it's really not. I might not even need the Water Bubble this way because they weakened their entire team for me at this point. So Eerie Impulse into Umbreon, which only matters for Snarl damage, which is, I mean, it does benefit because every single bit of HP on Kyogre does matter for Water Spout damage. Here comes a Water Spout. Decent damage on the Zacian. Okay, let's go out into... So does the Zacian protect this upcoming turn? I mean, there's 2 turns of Trick Room left. I could realistically just Water Spout here, and I think going out in a Araquanid is not a bad play for the Porygon. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad play here. I'm kind of curious if Zacian's actually going to stay in or not, or Protect here. So I think it could be a Protect here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Protect, just to get like maybe another Snarl off, potentially. So I'm slower than the Umbreon. That's really good to know, actually. Okay. That's really good to know. Okay, so here is a Water Spout into Umbreon. Doesn't pick up the knockout, just barely, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, they go for Snarl. That's okay. So now I like my position a lot, actually. You know why? Because I get 2 KOs here if Umbreon doesn't have Protect. And if it's Protect, I guess that's okay. I'm going to Water Bubble here, and I'm going to Entrainment here, I think. I could also go Incineroar and double out on Porygon 2. That's not a bad play either. But I really do like the Entrainment option to Kyogre because it just gets me a knockout, right? And I think that's perfectly safe. Because I don't think I need the Water Bubble otherwise to win the game, because Water Spout, once I switch out, is going to do too much damage. Yeah, they go Rotom here. I think they're hoping to survive this Water Spout. But I'm not sure if they do with the Water Bubble. Oh, and they don't protect Umbreon. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So I am able to get the Water Bubble Kyogre off. We are going to be able to get a Water Spout off into both of these Pokemon. And Rotom just barely survives, but that's okay. I can definitely live with that. All right. So, brain stops. That's fine. Just gotta make sure that I don't lose to the Zacian. Yeah, just got to make sure I don't lose to Zacian. Zacian is going to come out here. And we're going to go for... we have a few plays. We could go Incin and P2 double up. Just not sure if that's the right play here, but I think it is. I think I go Incin for this slot and I go P2 for the other slot. I could also just Infestation, which I am highly considering here. If I'm worried about Rotom getting a nasty plot off potentially. Yeah, I think I'd rather just Infestation, actually just get the knock on of Rotom, because Rotom is actually a big pain, I feel like. So get rid of Rotom and prevent it from nasty plotting, because I think Rotom's the only Dynamax mon I'm worried about. Thundurus as a Dynamax Pokemon, in this case, as a support Thundurus, it's not really that worrisome. The Rotom is. They go for Play Rough, which is fine. Okay, so they doubled up my Instant, it looked like, which was my Kyogre. Okay, this could sting a bit. I think I'll live Thunderbolt, though. I'm pretty bulky on Araquanid. Yeah. So I do live. Nice. I am able to get the Infestation off into the Rotom, so Rotom does go down here. And this game gets a bit interesting depending on the Thundurus set. I don't think it has Taunt. I just don't see it having Taunt. Thundurus is out as we do bring out our Porygon. Actually, is the best play just to double up the Thundurus? It probably is just to double up the Thundurus, I'd imagine. Actually, let me think. If I Infestation the Thundurus here and they taunt a Porygon, knock on my Araquanid with Zacian, and I don't get Trick 'em Up, is that the worst case? Not really. I think I just get a free switch to Kyogre and I Dynamax the Kyogre. So I actually think I'm pretty safe here. I'm just going to attempt to get the Trick 'em off and Infestation the Thundurus. Yeah, because they need to KO the Araquanid for it to work. We're going to see the Behemoth Blade come out. Okay. I guess they don't have a fighting move, which is perfectly fine here. So this is Behemoth Blade into the Porygon. Beautiful. Take it absolutely well. And we're going to see T-Bolt. Okay, so they did double up the Porygon slot because that's what they were hoping. Did they use Dynamax? Did they Dynamax the Rotom at one point? They didn't, right? I feel like they didn't. Because I feel like we would have seen the last-ditch Dynamax attempt. Which is why I kept Infestation the Rotom slot and the Thundurus slot for the trying to get that knockout before they could Dynamax. But now, yeah, they can't win. I'll foul play the Thundurus slot, and I guess I'm going to... What am I going to do with this? Water Bubble Zacian? Water Bubble Zacian, anyone? If they have sub, it's completely fine, because I don't think they can beat the Kyogre. They're going to Eerie Impulse my Porygon. I don't have a special attack. That's fine. So we'll get Entrainment off into the Zacian. Give it a Water Bubble. I'm just having fun with this move. We're going to get a foul play off into Thundurus. Beautiful. Amazing. Goodbye, Thundurus. Actually, I didn't even have to. I could have just protected foul played. Yeah, I should have protected foul play, actually. It made more sense. Araquanid avoids. I mean, does it really change anything? Should I give them a chance? Probably. And no. We never hard switch into Kyogre, because crit on Kyogre doesn't kill me at this range with max, but if they crit me on the switch, really bad. So there's no point of foul playing, right? There's just recover here and Infestation. They're probably going to forfeit anyway at this point, but oh no, they protect. Okay, I could have just went hard Kyogre. That's fine. Okay, that's completely okay. It looks like I won't get the Water Bubble Kyogre to finish off. I really do, though. Can I mess around? I think I can, as long as it's not Sword Sense. You know what? I'm gonna mess around. I'm going Kyogre, and I'm gonna Entrainment. I'm gonna Entrainment. All right, let's see if this works. And then I want to finish him off through Protect on the last of the Trick Room with Max Geyser with a Water Bubble through Protect. That's my goal right here. That's the goal. That's the dream. That is what we're fighting for. So let's see if we get it off. Here comes the Entrainment. As long as they don't crit me, I'm fine. They go for sub. Okay. I probably knock out their sub to Protect. So we're gonna Max Geyser and we're gonna Infestation the Zacian. Actually, that just makes sense. I could have protected the Araquanid, went for Max Geyser. Here's the thing, I just don't think I lose. I'm pretty sure I'll do like 25% through to Protect with the Water Bubble. So we'll find out here, I guess. If we don't, I'd be very shocked. But all right, let's see. This is Water Bubble Kyogre. Max Geyser. Do you know how insane this Pokemon is in the rain? We're gonna see the Protect. All right. Protect is fine. So we saw sub, play rough, Protect, and Behemoth Blade. So yeah, they don't have a way to break through my Porygon2 effectively, especially since, is it +1 attack or is it neutral? I forgot if I got the Intimidate off of Incineroar earlier. Here goes Max Geyser through the sub and the Protect, and this should break the sub. Yep. And yeah, your worst nightmare is a Water Bubble Kyogre. Unfortunately, I don't have Mystic Water. Specs doesn't add anything. Is the yeah, the Zacian's at neutral, so yeah, they had no shot. They have no shot of KOing here. We're gonna go for the Max Geyser into Infestation. They're gonna forfeit. They're not gonna let me get the last attack off. I actually was hoping they would go for a double Protect and let me just KO through Protect, but all right. Water Bubble Kyogre just absolutely insane. Absolutely crush it too. I'm actually surprised I got it off more than I thought I would for this episode, but yeah, but I actually got out the strategy multiple times in a row. Although this one, the Water Bubble didn't really matter as much. I just thought it was pretty funny. And that is the show. Oh man, Water Bubble Kyogre. Actually, I'm surprised it was easier to set up than I thought. I played a few games with this team before, and it was always hard to set up. The Araquanid set never really came into play though. I wish the Infestation Araquanid might have actually come into play, but it was like a fun tech that I was like, you know what, I'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. It never really came into play though, but who knows? Who knows? It was a really fun team regardless. Maybe not the best. It does have weaknesses, but I'll go over that with a team builder. So if you want to know how I built this team, make sure you keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, you can try out the team. You have 2 weeks to grab it with the rental code here. There is a payment available in the description. And while you're down there, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, as it really does help me out. But otherwise, that's going to be it. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch you all later.